Hello folks, Low Gold Miner here. We're on our way to a permission hunt. I found this area. We're on our way. We're going to be heading to Coulterville and up the hills up there. And we found this spot on LiDAR. And we're going to be hunting it today. I brought in some machete and some hand shears. But I wanted to stop here and show you. This is the beautiful Southern Motherlode region of California. It's one of the most richest areas as far as gold, hard rock mining. Back in the 1840s, this was the first place where they had stamp mills and they did hard rock mining in Mariposa County. But yeah, one of the famous mines up here was the Princeton mine, which is right down below here, below me, and then the Josephine mine right above there. Hard rock mines. So yeah, anyway, we're heading to Coulterville. I'll see you there. We're going to put in a good day's work today, and hopefully we find one nugget. You never know when you go to a new spot what you're going to find. All right, see you up in Coulterville. That's the Princeton mine right there. They've taken out millions of dollars in gold out of that mine back in the 1800s. And then John C. Fremont, who owned that, built a light rail or narrow gauge rail down below through this canyon all the way down to a town called Bagby, or Benton Mills at that time, where they had the processing plant, they had the stamp mills and whatnot. That's where they processed all the gold ore from there. Anyhow, thought I'd want to stop here and show you that. And kind of interesting. Anyhow, let's get to Coulterville. Here we are in Coulterville. Made a little pit stop here. I'm going to get some coffee soon. But this is just one little gold rush town that popped up during the gold rush. It became a staging ground for transporting equipment to all the other gold fields in the surrounding area, like Columbia, Mariposa, Sonora, Tuolumne, and all that. All these little towns pretty much popped up because of the gold rush. But this is just a little museum they have. You can see some of the equipment they put up here. There's an old hotel right here at one time. Rock walls, all slate. Jeffrey Hotel. And Sonora goes one way and Mariposa goes the other. But it's just one of these little towns that dots the the whole Motherlode, going up from Grass Valley all the way down to Mariposa, up in the foothills of California. So yeah, here we are. I'm gonna be heading my little spot. We're gonna do a little detecting. I brought my pulse induction metal detector, and our quest is just to hack away. And my main goal is just to find one piece of gold. And that'll tell me whether I'm going to continue or not. So anyhow, here we are. I'm going to go grab a cup of coffee, and then we're going to get on site and get to work, folks. But yeah, this is a cool little town. All right, folks. See you later. Hey, folks. Lone Gold Miner here. Well, we're finally back to our new spot where I found the rake head. I got my new gloves. The first thing we're going to do this morning is we brought some shears here. We brought a machete. And this should work just fine. And we're going to go into this jungle area here. All right, let's get down into it. One thing we have to do is clear our trail to the location. So as I walk, I really like these little hand shears. Oh. All right, you got to make the trail clear, because when you're bringing everything in here, you don't want to get caught up. So while I'm walking through here to the location, I may as well clear it. This works great. These little hand shears right here work pretty good, clearing this area out. But we got to get down through here and over there and clear where we're going to detect. This is basically just a trail to get to the spot. Sometimes you need the big guns. And this works just fine. Okay, I created a nice little tunnel right here. Nice clear trail to my objective, which is now we're going to go into here in this area, clear some of this out and get down into the other trench. So we're going to have to spend some time and clear this area here. Got some poison oak here. This is what you got to do to get to spots where nobody's detected before. And, and at the end, you hope you're going to pick up a nugget or two, or 3 or 4 or whatever. So, yeah. Let's get this limb out of the way. All right. Okay, so we got this trench down here, and then we have this bench over here that I want to clear out, because you never know what might have been tossed up top or haven't been worked. And then we're going to head up this section right there. All right, you see the little creek right there where the water flowed, and then you have the slope right here. This is a good spot to check. And this little bench up top, and we're going to work our way down that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear out this one area, get rid of some of these. I mean, there's a lot of poison oak. We just have to be careful with this stuff. The leaves are drying out, but the rest is still juicy. And you just got to make sure when you're done working in poison oak, go home and use Dawn or dishwasher detergent to break up the oils. And I usually soap myself up twice, make sure, and it seems to have worked. Works just fine. I think too, when you're exposed to poison oak quite a bit, you're going to build up a slight immunity to it, so the outbreak isn't going to be as bad. The damn outbreaks, man, I've had it pretty much on my whole body, and that ain't fun. But the last several years, I haven't really, and I go in it, I'm careful, but I just never have the outbreaks as much as I used to. Anyhow, you see what I'm looking at? There's a tailing pile right over there. And you see how they work this section right here? And that side right there. Anyhow, let me keep clearing. I want to throw this as far up as I can so I can work every little section. All right, see, we're opening up more land here. And I want to clear that out too. I want to check down here below into the creek, right along there, and I'm going to work my way up this side. Yeah. Folks, I think we've cleared enough, and let's get the detector, and let's do a little detecting. See you on the first target. So thankfully, I brought some Dawn dishwasher detergent. I'm going to coat my arms really well before I put my new pairs of gloves on. And then we'll go out there and do some detecting. All right. Okay, got our first target. Let's dig that up. We always forget something. So I forgot my new plastic scoop, folks. Finally got one. And here I'm on the first target, and I forgot my scoop. So let me get my scoop, and I'll be right with you. Oh, we got our scoop, folks. Let's get back to that first target, see what it is. All right, first target is a piece of wire. That's okay. We're on to targets, so let's continue. Okay, folks. We got our first target, second target. Right here. Let's get the scooper out and see what it is. Okay, we got it in the scoop. Still in there. This one is pretty close to the surface. Clogger. Still in here. Folks, I think I see something here. No way. Do you see it? Do you see it? Oh, yeah! There it is. Oh, do you hear that? That's it. That's a nugget, folks. That is a genuine California nugget. Let's clean that puppy up. Look at that. Look at that baby. Filthy, dirty, nasty, very nice. Look at that. That's got to be a half a grammer. There it is, folks. We're on to gold. Oh man, you don't know how excited I am here. Well, here's a lesson. You got to move on, go to new spots. That's basically it. All right. Look at that. That is a beauty. All right, folks. Well, we've done it. We might as well go home right now, right? No way. I'm just joking. There it is. Oh man, this is great. This is cool. All right. Let's continue, folks. Okay, got another target here, folks. Pretty loud. Let's check out, see what it is. Okay, we got it out. All right, nothing but a piece of wire. All right, but we got to dig everything now since we found our first piece of gold, and that was in the second target. So we thoroughly have to just go over every square inch of this area. We know there's gold here, sizable for a metal detector to find. All right, folks, see you on the next target. All right, let's check out what this puppy is. Okay, just a piece of iron right there. All right, what I noticed, I've been digging a lot of trash, wiring and stuff like that. So anyway, we're going to continue on and scan this whole area, spend a whole day here. I'm totally stoked I found my first nugget and in a new area. And, you know, it goes to show you, you know, you got to look for new spots. You got to travel, even if it means, you know, driving hours from your usual locations where you hunt. And the harder it's to get to, the better off, because most people are going to do, you know, the work that it takes to get into areas that have been untouched. And there's areas that have not been untouched. They've been hidden, you know. So anyhow, let's continue on. Okay, I got a target right here. Let's see what we get. Man, the poison oak, little branches and stuff just get in the way. Okay, we got it in the scoop. It's a square nail, rusty nail. That's all right. Let's continue on, folks. Yeah, pretty sure it is. Yep, I see rust right there. All right. Okay, we got a target in the center of the creek. It's pretty loud. And let's dig it out, see what it is. All right, well, we do have trash to go through, so it's part of the work. Let's continue, folks. Okay, it's just a long shot, but I got a really faint signal here. Let's ground balance it. Could be hot. It could be hot ground. Let's just dig out a little bit. We've been digging trash so far. Yeah, it's just hot ground. Okay, needed to ground balance it. It's interesting how you find the first piece of gold right at the beginning, and then it's trash. So a lot of times it tells me just to slow down. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, let's continue, folks. Okay, we've been at this for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and so far I've been digging a lot of trash, but I got another signal here. Let's see what we get. I'm hitting the shoulders, the slopes now. Let's see what it is. Shoot. Kind of loud. Trash. Oh. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Look at that. I see yellow. This clog right here. You see it? There it is, folk. My second piece. Oh, this is a nice one. Oh, this is nice. Look at that. Let's give it a wash. There it is, folks. We're on the gold. Hasn't been easy, though. It's been hours since the last piece. Look at that. There it is. It's a nice piece. Definitely not crystalline. It's placer gold. This has got about 1.5 grams, 2 grams. I don't know. What's your guess? Not a bad piece. All right, let's keep searching this area. There we go. 2 pieces. All right, let's continue, folks. Okay, right below that last one, got a signal here. Let's dig it. Okay, we dug it out, and it's a lead nugget, folks. There it is. A lead nugget. It's pretty deep. We'll take that home just in case. There's a little gold behind that silver. I don't know, but it was a little deep. But let's check it out. Okay, another. All these vines are just. I'm sticking. Look at this. My power cord. Anyway, it's been a tough hunting day, but not far from that last nugget, I got a pretty loud signal. Of course, sounds like surface junk, but you never know what it is until you dig it. And sometimes those that sound like cans and trash. I know a lot of times I've just bypassed it. I admit it. But I have to say, sometimes it could be a big nugget. Just like that devil's ear that was found up in Butte County. Do you remember that, folks? Largest, I think it was like 63 ounces? Anyway, let's see what's in here. It's not in here. Okay, it's not in here. So let's see where it's at. Let's get the scooper. Last one was a lead nugget. Feels like something heavy in here. This one right there, that's heavy, but it's got to be lead. Yeah, that's lead. If it was gold, there would be some gold shining through there. Let me just give it a little scrape. Yeah, there's like absolutely no gold showing. Yeah, it's gray. Yep. All right, let's continue. All right, here's a nice, kind of a smooth signal. Deep. Let's dig that puppy out. Well, we got it in our hand, but I'm digging up lead nuggets. I don't know what the heck's going on here. It's my third lead nugget at depth. Great, I just dropped it. All right, folks, I'm about 4 hours into this, 2 nuggets. There's really no easy way to do this. This is years of twines and just inner twisting with poison oak, and there's nothing that's going to clear this unless you have a masticator or a fire. Anyhow, this is going to be a slow process. We know there's gold here. We got 2 pieces. So it's just a slow process, like I said, and look at this. All right, we continue. Oh boy, oh, holy smokes, folks. Holy smokes, folks. Holy smokes. Haven't crawled like this in a long time. Oh my goodness. Oh man. This is just wonderful. Anyway, I'm hoping to go to this other side here and go down into the ditch down below, but it's just all overgrown. Oh my goodness. All right, we got over to the other side, and the creek's down below, and there's a little bench right here, a little dip. So we're gonna spend a little time, I'll be spending a little time checking this area out right here, and I'm gonna check every square inch, dig every piece, every target, and then maybe I'll squeeze down into the creek and crawl on my knees and go up that way. Probably the best course of this is just to stay in one spot, you know, let's say 20 feet by 20 feet square, and check the whole area and then move on. Been hiking upstream, and it's just, as you see, it's completely covered up. This is a massive area, huge workings. Okay, I'm gonna continue. Okay, we got a target here. It's moved. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna guess square nail. Square nail. All right, well, it's okay. Okay, we got another signal here. Sounds a little bit deep, so I'm gonna dig that out and bring you guys back. All right, got it out of the hole, and it sounds really loud. Sounds like trash, but hey, folks, I've dug targets where it just bounces back like that, and it was just a big nugget. So let's take a look down there and see what it is. All right, we got it in the scoop. It's nice having a scoop back. This could be a bullet or off. I see it. It's a square nail. All right. All right, folks. Lone gold miner here. Got 2 nuggets today. Very, very hard-earned nuggets, but that's typically what it takes to get the gold. As you can see down below here, it's the brush I've been mucking around in and crawling in, and yeah, I gotta go home and we'll do a wrap up, but I definitely got to take a shower and use some of that dishwasher detergent. And anyhow, folks, catch you later, and when we do the wrap up. See you. All right, so here we go. Let's do the weigh-in. Zero it out. The first one is 0.5. The second one is, we got 2.6 grams. Very nice. Very good. And then those were the lead nuggets right there. They were not gold. Anyhow, all right. Hey folks, hey, if you made it this far, I really appreciate you guys. And thanks for subscribing. Hey, it looks like we did pretty good today as far as I'm concerned. 2 nuggets, 2.6 grams. I'll be going back to that spot. Have a great evening and take care.